All right, check it. Things are heated when it comes to the RGB mini LED realm. We got here TCL Q10M going against the Hisense UX RGB mini LED TV. Now, I'm about to go ahead and show this clip in comparison, but first, I do want to give a shout out to, I believe it's Bilibili. They're the one that captured this footage with the TCL Q10M going against the Hisense UX RGB Mini LED TV. So I do want to give out a shout out to them. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description and go ahead and show you some footage on there and kind of talk about the comparison. But so far, man, 2026 is going to be an exciting year, especially for the RGB mini LED TVs. And TCL is coming out there swinging, and it looks pretty good. But at the same time, too, it is recorded, so you can't really see the true comparison unless you're seeing it in person. But looking at it, man, the TCL Q10M looks very promising, especially in going against the Hisense UX RGB Mini LED TV. So I'm about to go ahead and pull some of the footage. Let me know what everyone thinks in the comments. But woo! Getting excited here. 2026 is coming up fast, and yeah, it might be the year of the RGB Mini LED TV era. And I don't know what OLED is going to have up their sleeve. I mean, don't get me wrong. OLED is still going to be king when it comes to picture quality, but we're talking about any TVs that's going from 85-inch to over 100-inch screen TVs. That's going to be in the mini LED realm. And RGB is starting to really start to come in full force, especially with Hisense already came out with their TV, and TCL is coming out with their TV coming out next year. And then also don't forget as well too that Sony is going to be coming out with the RGB mini LED TV. And you know what? I forgot to mention Samsung already had their TV out already when it comes to micro RGB mini LED TV. So it seemed like we getting all manufacturers minus LG that's coming out in the RGB mini LED TV realm. And I don't know, I'm really excited about it. But enough talk. Let's go ahead and do the comparison. I know people want to see the video, so I'm about to go ahead and show that right now. Now, check it. I just want to say first that this is a video recording, so it's hard to really say which TV is best. But if you look on your left hand side, you can see TCL Q10M Ultra next to the Hisense UX. And I don't know what type of settings that these TVs were on, and I also don't know how the way this is being recorded. So take this for a grain of salt. But I will say this, that from the looks of everything, it looks like TCL is doing a better job, especially when it comes to shadow reproduction and also when it comes to colors. However, when it comes to the brightness, I don't know, it's go blow for blow. I do see the Hisense brighter in certain scenes, and then vice versa on the TCL that has looked brighter on certain scenes on the TCL, especially when it comes to space. You can see a lot more stars compared to the Hisense comparison. But looking at TCL demonstration, it looked like TCL looks to be more vibrant when it comes to the saturation, when it comes to the color and vibrancy. And also it seems that it's reproducing better shadow detail. We don't know until we actually have these TVs on site doing a real true comparison of side by side, just instead of just going off a TCL demo. But looking at this, it shows that it's very, very promising when it comes to RGB mini LED technology. I am happy to see and read and hear other people's interpretation of what they're seeing when it comes to these TVs. My only concern is that, just like I mentioned about Linus Tech unboxing, when he did the Hisense UX unboxing, on the off angles, it did seems to have a lot more blooming. I don't know about the TCL in this case because it's just announced, but looking at this, is those are the only concerns that I see so far. But other than that, I mean, RGB technology looks to be phenomenal. But looking at this comparison right now, TCL is doing a really good job, especially when it comes to the shadow reproduction. But at the same time, too, we really don't know what the settings are. So you could do some tweaks on the Hisense UX and it may come up with better results. Looking at this right now, it is great to see that this technology is going to be coming more available in 2026. Hopefully prices will come down a little bit more, but we'll see. After looking at the comparison, what are your thoughts on that? I don't know. Just looking at that TCL Q10M looks very promising, especially going against the Hisense UX RGB Mini LED TV. Now, I was really excited to see that TV, but when I saw the unboxing initial setup on Linus Tech, now I will show a little bit of screenshot, but I was a little disappointed, especially looking at the TV where he did some video footage of the side angle where you see a lot of blooming was starting to show from the UX RGB Mini LED TV. It's only you could look at it going face first where you did see that much blooming. But if you look at the angle wise, it wasn't that great. But going against the TCL Q10M, the RGB Mini LED TV, and looking at the comparison video, and I do want to give a shout out once again to Bibli. I know I might be butchering their name, but I will put their description and their link in this video on here. I don't know. TCL is doing an amazing job, especially showing that reveal on the Q10M. I'm just really excited to see that TV in person. Hopefully, I get to see it someday, especially in 2026, especially at CES. And yes, I'm going to try to go to CES 2026 this time, crossing my fingers this time. But just looking at that comparison, I don't know. It seemed like it's going to be the year of RGB Mini LED TV. We already have Samsung Micro RGB Mini LED TVs, and we also have Hisense as well, the UX RGB Mini LED TV. The only thing that we need to see now in person is the TCL Q10M, and then they're also going to have the Q9M as well as going to be a RGB Mini LED TV. And don't forget Sony. You know, Sony has been in the background cooking on their TV, and I think Sony is going to be coming up with something amazing as well too. But we just have to wait and see until they do their reveal what is going to be actually called. Some people think it's going to be the Bravia 9 Mark II. I don't know what Sony is going to have up in store. Maybe it's a Bravia 10. There's always been some rumors on there, but it just at first I was a little let down looking at the Hisense UX10, especially well, not the UX10, but the UX video reveal from Linus Tech. But now after looking at TCL, I'm starting to get excited once again looking at the RGB realm. Now, I will say this, it's not going to be better than OLED, and I said this before, but the thing is, OLED is not going to compete when it comes to size realm, and that's one thing that is going against it. Now, it could get brighter, maybe in 2026 it could probably have some more features to it, but it's just the thing is when it comes to the mini LED realm, especially if you're looking for TVs that is over 85 inches or over 83 inches or over 100 inch specifically, that's going to be in the mini LED realm, especially when it comes to affordability and pricing. And if you look at a Hisense UX RGB mini LED TV right now, their prices are already starting to cut down right now. And even the Samsung Micro RGB is starting to cut down their prices. And this is only year one. So if we look at next year, then we're gonna see the prices gonna go down even lower. And especially when TCL come out with their TVs, we might see a lot lower prices. I can't predict what the price is going to be on there. I know that FOMO did a video not too long ago predicting, and he had his guess as well too. So go ahead and check his video out as well too. But seeing that these TVs, especially getting like a 100 inch or 115 inch, especially with RGB mini LED TV, is super exciting just to see. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you could do me a favor by hitting that like and subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you again for subscribing on the last video. That really helped me out. Super excited about this. This is going to be an exciting time. Fall time is officially here. We're going to get some discounts on TVs. Black Friday sales are happening. And then oh yeah, don't forget, do me a favor by checking out Tech with KG. He just put out a video today, well, the time that I put this video out, he just recently came out with a video talking about TV predictions, especially when it comes to fall, because Black Friday is just around the corner, and you may get some good deals over here. Go ahead and check his video out and check his channel out and subscribe to him. But other than that, I'm about to go ahead and end the video and see everyone in the next one. Take care. Bye. Against TC. Do another take. Yeah. Bah. Just want to say. All right, so let me go ahead.